And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your
We are the last Americans. We are the last Americans. We are the last Americans.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Joe Biden's dead.
Kind of, fuck, man. It's kind of looking like he might be,
Dude, I think
or
he's dead.
at least close to it.
Don't know where the hell that guy is, and everybody's saying, you know what? He hasn't been in the limelight in like 5 days. He's canceled all of his whatevers. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
everybody's just saying, hey, you know what? I think this guy is a goner.
yeah. Everybody's like, what is going on here? He hasn't made he released this supposed statement, which we can get into.
Dude, let's get into it right now. That statement's bullshit.
That he supposedly signed.
Yeah, fake
Which,
signature.
You looked at the signature, right?
Yeah, I didn't do like a whole deep analysis of it. I don't know if you have a post.
You don't even have to do a deep analysis. It doesn't match at all.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's not even close.
I'm gonna look this up. Joe Biden's signature. Yeah, I'm thinking this. It has a line under it.
Yeah,
Here, I just bookmarked something. It looks very interesting. Pull
yeah.
that shit up.
People have been went through and got all his executive order signatures, and then compared those to the signature on this thing.
Yeah,
And it's not even close. One sec here.
yeah. It's this picture. It's saying who signed this letter, and it's showing what is this? It's like a compilation almost. There's
Yeah, so if people haven't seen, this was the letter he fucking he put up saying that he was withdrawing from the race.
But see how Biden is underlined.
Yeah, there's a line and then a weird R,
Yeah.
and then it almost says Biden's.
Oh, dude, the B is completely different. Yeah. Okay, so go to the picture that I just
And
bookmarked,
then
dude.
here is the comparison shit.
Yeah. Look at that.
Not even close.
I'm that meme of Matthew McConaughey sucking on a cigarette right now.
And he didn't put the junior. He didn't put the junior on this one either.
But look at the B. The B alone tells you everything.
Yeah, and the line under it. Why is there a line under
Yep.
it?
Yeah. I mean, it's completely different. You're right. The B, he's totally disconnected the B in this whatever fuck this was on X. I mean, I have my theories why he released it on Sunday, and I text you guys.
Yeah.
I have my little, but this just doesn't make any sense. It's like he's missing in action. You know what I mean? It's a big fucking deal to drop out of the presidential race, and you're gonna just do that willy-nilly on a Sunday afternoon on X.
Yeah, right.
You're not gonna have an announcement.
You're not
for the
gonna.
nation?
You're not gonna do an address or anything. You're not gonna go on TV. You're not gonna do any kind of news, anything. You're just gonna post a picture of a document with your half-ass signature on it.
Yeah, dude. I don't get it.
It doesn't make any sense.
It's like they're either putting it out in the ether, and they want that information out there as a energy suck, or they're just fucking with everybody because Biden's probably dead, dude. I mean, the whole COVID excuse, whatever. But I told you guys, I sent you guys a text on Thursday. What's up, Dave?
Yo,
What's up, dude?
Welcome to the show, buddy.
that's exactly
Welcome
what
to
I
the
wanted to
fucking
talk
movie.
about.
Movie that we're.
Exactly what I want to talk about.
Oh, whether or not
Dude.
he's dead?
Oh, not that. No, he's alive, I think.
No, dude.
He's alive.
Almost every.
Let's
I've
be
seen
real.
several. Even Fox News going. Is he alive? Is he with us still?
yeah, dude.
What's going on here?
Well, I think that's easy to say. I think he's alive.
I don't.
What are we talking
we'll
about, though?
see,
I jumped
we'll
right in.
see.
I jumped right in. So
We're talking about
Well, what we were talking about is I text you guys on Thursday saying I think he's going to drop out this weekend because of the full moon energy, bro.
Oh yeah.
and he dropped out with 6 weeks and 66 days to go.
Well, okay,
Well,
come on. 6
from the
weeks
election.
and 66 days. Can't we say like 9, 10 weeks?
Well, that actually is 3 months, 2 weeks, and 2 days as well. So I'm just saying.
But it's not
It
6
works.
weeks though. That's a
I know, I know.
half-ass.
I'm
That's
just
Yeah.
you
I'm
can't
just
say
saying, like-
6 weeks and 66 days. That's
Why?
because
that's
that
multiple
66
weeks.
days is another fucking 7-8 weeks.
Yeah.
I know, but it's like
cherry
you're cheating
picking.
now. Come on.
Yeah.
But that full moon energy, you can't.
It
you
is,
can't
yeah,
ignore
full
that.
moon though. Full moon was right though.
Dude,
That's true.
Yeah, I was excited to kind of get your guys' take on this. So,
On which part of it?
well, first of all, I've told you guys repeatedly, like I just don't feel like he's gonna drop out,
Oh yeah.
and
then he
I
did.
honestly don't think I don't think he's dropped out. Personally.
Still?
No, I don't. I think this is a fake setup.
It just came out a little bit ago that
Well,
Kamala has already
yeah.
got the delegates.
Did he do
Well,
that?
we just
Did he-
talked about the letter being fake, dude. Look at the signature. Show
Yeah, I know.
Dave that.
I saw
picture.
it. No, I've seen this, and this is why part of the reason why. Listen, my opinion right now, guys, I was at work.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at shit on my lunch, and I'm like, what's going on here? Because I've told you guys, I don't think he wants to drop out of this race. Like he thinks that he can do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying he's
He's
right.
also delusional.
But here's the thing. This is a setup? This is a fucking setup.
Okay, but if it's not real,
You're being a conspiracy theorist, Dave.
No, it's a setup. I think it is. I think that signature's fake. It's not. Look at the letterhead. It's not even a formal letterhead from
that's
the
true.
White House.
That's true.
The signature is not his, bro.
I know,
Like,
but
that's
take the signatures. Exhibit A. Exhibit B is this is not on a White House letterhead.
yeah. Well, and Exhibit C is he did it Sunday on social media, and there's
Exactly.
no plans to do a formal announcement. I mean, hello.
Man, I just am not feeling it, dude. I don't know, man. I think that I think they fucked him, and I hate it. It makes me a little sick. I got to be honest with you. I puked twice, at least 3 times, maybe, because I do not want to defend Joe Biden by any stretch of the means. However, he ran. He was the nominee. I mean, can we agree with that? Like, I know they haven't officially made him the nominee, but he won the votes that he won.
Yeah.
And per democracy, I feel like it is what they wanted. That's what the people voted for. So we're getting in a weird position now, and I think over the past week, they've been pushing him to leave, and I'm not convinced
sure.
that he wants to leave.
Okay, but then you're the fucking president of the United States. If this
Mm-hmm.
is fake, why wouldn't he have come out and said so?
I think that I don't think he can now. I think they fucked him.
No, you always
So he's
can.
probably dead.
No.
You always can.
Dude.
No, I'm in the belief right now, just so far, because I think things will change. I got to be honest. I'm the you know me. I'm gonna wait for some more shit to come out. I think you will see him come out. I think you will see him come out and say that he's not going to run anymore. But I think that's only because he has to. That's what I think. I think
Why, like threats?
Well, no. Hear me out. What if in a situation? What if you were, you're approaching me? Okay, I'm Joe Biden. You're
Yeah.
approaching me, and you're fucking Schumer, and Greg, you're Newsom, and you're like, you got to leave, man. You got to fucking go. You're not going to do this.
Okay.
And I'm like, I don't want to go. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to fucking go.
I'm fucking saying.
And they go, no, you're going to go, man. We need you to go. And I said, no, I'm fucking running. I'm going to win. I got the best chance, blah, blah, blah. And then I say, no. And you go, okay, that's cool. So, hey, on Sunday, guys, let's get together. Let's just formally write a letter that's not even his. Let's fake the signature, and we'll put it on social media. We'll get rid of his X account, so no more Biden headquarters account on Twitter. We'll make a Kamala account. And now what is he supposed to do? It's on him. So they're going to say, what are you going to do now, Joe? You're going to go out there and say that this all was farce and that you didn't do this? Because you're going to sound crazy. You're going to sound like a delusional old man. I never did this. That was not my signature. And people are going to laugh at you. So they basically just, it seems like to me, he wouldn't go, and they just fucking did it behind his back. And Kamala is a conniving biatch, and I
Yeah,
think she's
maybe.
been riding with it, man.
I mean, like there's a lot of different theories out there, dude. I mean, that makes sense to me, but like the fact that you're the president, I just don't know if he's had a lot of power this entire time. I think he's been the
what
shoe-in
it is.
puppet that most presidents are.
I don't remember what her name is, but what's that chick that was on Fox and now has her own show? The blonde-haired chick. Fuck, I
Don't
can't.
know,
I
dude.
can't remember.
There's
what her
a
name
lot of
was. But
blonde-haired chicks.
she's significant. But she
Megyn
came
Kelly?
out. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Megyn Kelly. Yeah.
She came out and said that apparently that line under the name
yeah.
is there by law if you're signing for someone else.
Oh.
I don't know
Well,
how true
Flex
that
said
is.
apparently his lawyer wrote it for him, but I don't know if that's legit. I don't know.
And
if
who?
that's,
And I just is it commonplace to have somebody sign your name for you?
I don't know.
Like I don't care if he writes it, if he wants to write it out, because we all know that Joe Biden doesn't write his own tweets. Like that's
Oh,
obvious.
for sure.
He doesn't write his own tweets.
But those
He
aren't
doesn't write
official
it-
statements either.
I know, but he can at least like fucking thumb a fucking signature on the sheet, and that's not his signature, in my opinion. That's not his signature. I just think they put him in a position where they fucked him. And I don't. I'm not defending him. I think they fucked him.
I feel like if you were the president of the United States and they were trying to force you out that way, all you would have to do is like call up fucking any fucking news station and get on camera and say,
Right.
"I'm not. that's not
Exactly,
me.
dude.
I'm not doing this."
Yeah, and
you just
what
come out and you
and
say,
then now
hey,
you
look,
have-
I'm not going.
they
And
set
now
it up.
you've presented a coup inside your own party.
It's not a coup because all they're going to say is, listen, they've been setting this up for years now. The man is crazy. To Greg says, a delusional old man, right? He's losing his mind. They've set that narrative. And we already knew that. But I'm
Yeah.
saying now they're really pushing that he's not all there. And he's going to come out and say that. And they're going to be like, see,
Yeah.
Joe didn't even remember signing it. You
Or
guys really
maybe
trust
he
him as
gains-
president? They fucking set it up perfectly for the man. So
I
literally,
mean, they did. She also did show a video of him being helped in his car or whatever. He's actually
Yeah.
being helped in. Like they had to lift his legs and position his legs.
Well, I think that they set him up to be the fall guy from day one. And, like, we always were talking about him being changed, right? The change of batter whole, conspiracy. But go to X because Charlie Kirk has this, like, viral freaking tweet. It has almost 18 million views now. But, like, this is coming from, like, a source who's close to the Las Vegas metro. So, I mean, you're always getting secondhand sources here.
Okay.
But he says, I got a weird lead on a story people should look into. I got a call from a source close to Las Vegas Metro. The official story was that Joe Biden's trip was cut short last week due to COVID. However, according to the source, U.S. Secret Service informed LV Metro that there was an emergency situation involving Joe Biden and to close necessary streets so that POTUS could be transported immediately to University Medical, which they began to do in earnest. Then, mysteriously, there was a stand-down order, and the USSS informed local Las Vegas PD that they were going to medevac POTUS to Johns Hopkins, which they presumed meant fly him back east ASAP. Apparently, the rumor mill in the department, or the police department, was that Joe Biden was dying or possibly already dead. And then he just goes on to talk about all this other stuff. So I'm just saying, dude, like, it's always a source of a source. It's never, like, direct. It's never blah, blah, blah. But then you have this video clip of this woman talking about a quote from Joe Biden's brother saying, I'm going to just visit Joe Biden and enjoy the last days that what we have. But that, again,
Well, that wasn't from a
it's
woman.
not really him.
That was from his
It's not.
brother.
But that's not really his brother saying it. It's a quote from his brother, right? So
Yeah.
they could have made that
Oh.
shit up, too.
yeah.
I'm with Dave. I think it's all
feel like
bullshit.
that's
Go ahead.
too many people like they're trying to put, if that's really fake for him too, that's too many people to try to put words in their mouths and not have someone come out and say, I didn't fucking say that.
Dude, I just don't. I think Chris is set up so perfectly, and this is the problem with the party. They've set this up. They're not stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand that.
If you set the trap properly, it gets him in a position where how do you fight? He's going to come out and say it. Okay, let's say he comes out because he's supposed to come out later in this week and give his official video of him resigning. I don't know why that wasn't done immediately, but they obviously pushed.
Yeah,
it
why
off.
wouldn't that be the way it's done?
Well, it wasn't. So the funny thing is like he's going to come out and he's going to say I resign, and I feel like that is there's no other way around it. They've already killed the campaign. It's done.
Yeah.
They've killed it. So what are you going to say? Like, I never signed that paper. It was a coup from the... And everybody's going to be like, man, this guy really is lost his fucking mind. Now,
But dude, that's what
normal
I'm saying,
people,
though.
like me and you guys and everybody else that kind of is in, you'd be like, whoa, he's probably telling the truth on this one. You know what I'm saying?
What if he's calling out the deep state? What if he gains some points and they're like, bro, he's actually calling out the deep state for fucking throwing his ass out? You know what I mean? Like kicking him out of the van.
They're just hoping he's too old to do anything about it. And unfortunately, Kamala is a power-hungry bitch, you know what I'm saying, who is, I think, more than happy just to run with this. She already has got her little, her slogan up there, and what will be burdened on the, it's just, it's a...
The plan all along was the Gerald Ford method, right? You have the vice president be the woman, the president will be the man who dies. I think Joe Biden's probably going to die, dude. And then, like, you get the sympathy, right? Because everybody's like, oh, the poor man, he died and he was withered, his mind just left him. So you get the sympathy vote, you get the freaking first woman president, right? They love shattering these records, Democrats, right? The far left. So I'm just saying, like, you get the win-win there, dude.
The other part of it that I find very interesting is if you're sick or you cannot function, how are you going to finish your term? And to me, Trump came out and was like, if you have to resign or you're actually going to end your campaign for future presidency, then you have no business being president still at this moment.
Exactly.
Well,
and it's also kind of a bitch slap to Kamala because he's like, nah, you're not going to be president. Because like she's not. I don't think she's going to be the nominee. She's not going to be the nominee. I don't think so. Nope, I don't think so.
I mean, what do you mean you don't think so?
Well, you even said like all that money.
Apparently,
like,
they're already going forward with it.
Well, they're going forward with her being. He supposedly came out and said that he endorsed her, but we already have donors coming out in multiple articles saying that they will not support Kamala Harris.
That's not what they reported. They reported that her campaign is getting $81 million.
Well, it was $50 million earlier.
Yeah, it was up to 81.
Okay, that's great. But how many people quit giving Joe Biden money?
Yeah, until he removed himself.
Yeah, and so they just took that money and they put it towards her.
Yeah,
campaign.
it wasn't
Fine.
really hers. It was
but
his.
There's
campaign
major
money.
donors that are saying, I will not pay for Kamala Harris. I mean, maybe it's not as much. I'm sure it's not as much, but...
Dude, I'm telling you, Hillary Clinton's coming back. It's going to be Hillary, baby. Dude, Chris,
I've heard
please
that
go to
multiple
Twitter
times. Yeah, I've heard it multiple
and
times.
pull up fucking John McAfee's tweet that I saved. It's in the bookmarks. You might have to go down a little bit. It is down right below the whole oversight project showing like Thomas Crook's connections and all that stuff. He tweeted this out. John McAfee tweeted this out July 18th, 2020. And it says, Russia's first time traveler has returned. Guess what he said? In September, Biden is medically diagnosed and is unfit for office and quits. They discover that the DNC has legal power to choose a replacement without a national vote. Weird, huh? You'll never guess who they choose.
I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, well, it's right below the big, you'll see Assassin Tom Crook's connections, and you'll see like a map with the shooter and then a bunch of dots and stuff on it. It's right below that, right below the whole like Kamala Harris videos.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just for
Yeah,
some
right here.
donors, yeah.
Yeah. So he put this out July 2020. And so people are pointing this out saying, hey, dude, this guy fucking called it. And now, but the interesting sentence to me is the DNC has legal power to choose a replacement without a national vote.
Yeah, so we already know that, though. We already know that there's not going to be a national vote. So there's going to be some secret ballot shit going on at the... We've talked about this numerous times. They're going to go to this DNC. And
But who's it going to be, though?
It can be whoever they want it to be at this point.
Yeah.
And that's the shit part that we're up against. So they can just throw out nominations. They'll do a behind-the-scenes vote of who they think it should be. And I think people, Democrats especially, should be against this no matter who it is. No matter who it is. Because this is leading down a path right now where all those people that did vote for Joe Biden means nothing. And so, like, this has been repeated multiple times. And, I'm just saying that the obvious is they don't care what you vote for. They want to put in who they want to put in. And they're just going to say, well, this is the best we can do, guys. You got to support the blue. You know what I'm saying? You got to do it. And, some people are going to be like, well, whoever it is has got to be better than Trump. But the truth is they just pick your person.
Yeah.
And you're totally cool with that. You should be against it. Even if it's somebody you like, you shouldn't be for this.
Yeah, that takes away one of the most important rights you have.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
Like,
weird. That's what they want.
Literally no option now.
The problem
You
is
get what
there's
you get.
5 or 6 states that
Selection,
it's
not
already
election.
passed. It's already passed. They can't change the vote per these states, 5 or 6 states. They're going to have to do some funny business to get this to work. So they're going to have to go, and make these new laws and new things to allow this to happen, because otherwise he's not going to get the votes they're going to be voting for Joe Biden in those states unless they change the law in those states to allow for somebody to come in.
No, I know what you're talking about, but I've heard that if he dies or if they do the 25th Amendment, then that is no good. Like, that law does not apply anymore.
I don't know. I think the death, I don't know about the 25th Amendment, but the death one is true.
It was both of them. It was both.
Yeah.
So I'm just
the
saying.
The 25th Amendment, though,
listen.
I don't remember the whole process. We talked about that, but do you really think that Republicans are going to vote on that again? Is that going to be something you think Republicans will actually vote for? They know what's coming. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I think that's how you kind of get him to vote for it. If he's already resigned because of either health or mental status, then as a Republican, do you really want that guy running the country the rest of his term in the first place?
It's only a couple months.
Exactly, dude.
It's only a couple months.
People are gonna say, dude, like, the guy can barely fucking walk. Like, you want this guy running? He just dropped out.
Look at the bigger picture, man. If you're gonna let him go and allow them to manipulate the election, that's what you get. Keep him in. Keep him in. He doesn't want to go. He said he was going to finish it out. Fine. But if you allow it to go and they all of a sudden can start manipulating these states and allow other people to get in, you're fucking it. I think they should stand pat and just be like, nah, we're good. We're good with him. We only got 3 months. He's going to sleep for 4 hours.
He's dead anyway.
I don't think he's dead.
Well, you know what I honestly think is going to happen is, what a better time to start a war than now. I mean, Biden is nowhere to be seen. He drops out. He's basically not president.
Yeah.
You have Trump just got shot at, right? Allegedly. And then you have, like, this whole, like, cyber attack that's happening. It's still fucking happening, like the largest in the fucking world that's ever happened, right? So I'm just saying, what a better time to start a war right now if you're China, Russia, whoever the fuck, right? And then all of a sudden it becomes the United States has to defend itself. And you have a dilapidated fucking old man. We need to get him out. He's not giving up, right? What if he does come out and say, hey, I didn't write that letter? And then it becomes this whole story, like, who wrote this fucking letter? And then it's like this whole, like, news cycle and blah, blah, blah. And then it becomes, oh, the war has begun. We need to defend ourselves. We need to defend this country. Biden's mind isn't there, so we got to get him out. And if you're not voting for him to be removed as a Republican, they're going to highlight that in the media. They're going to be like, hey, look at all these Republicans that, you know, they're putting us at risk because our country can't defend ourselves because we don't have a president to lead us.
As if the president does anything. Come on, man.
He's the commander-in-chief.
Oh, fuck that. There's somebody else pulling all those strings right now. And China knows it and Russia knows it, right? Like, if something happens...
It's just optics. It makes the United States look weak, dude.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I think this whole fucking 3 weeks has made it look weak. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's a great time to start a war.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta be honest. War is the farthest thing from my mind right now. I'm not worried about that right now. I'm not. I think that if that was to even happen, they're just gonna fucking go in motion as they always do. You know what I'm saying? Senate, Congress, all that stuff's gonna do their thing, and they're just gonna go to war. They don't need Biden. We've seen they haven't needed him for 4 years, for Christ's sakes. I mean, let's be real. I don't think anything that we've seen in 4 years is actually Joe Biden.
Well, you know who is worried about it are evangelicals who are talking about how Biden, he announced that he was dropping out of the race 42 months, exactly 42 months. Have you seen this conspiracy going around on TikTok?
No.
Exactly 42 months, and Revelation 13:5 talks about the beast was given 42 months exactly. Or 40 months and 2 weeks. That's what it was. Something around 42. I can't remember the exact
Wait, the beast was given 42 months for what?
to rule. Here, let me
Oh,
see.
so Biden is the beast.
He would, yeah. So they're saying, and there was given unto him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies, and power was given unto him to continue 40 and 2 months. So 42 months. And so if you take like January 21st to July 21st, that's 42 months exactly. So people are like, oh my God, he was the first beast. Now we're giving away to the false prophet. And so people are saying that shit's really going to hit the fan right now. You know what I mean? I don't believe that, but hey, that's just.
So we may have a beast possibly running the country, and then an antichrist trying to become the one that's running the country.
The false prophet, yeah.
What are the odds of that?
Exactly. Dude, I'm just saying. There's a lot of fucking chivalry going on.
I'll say
You know
this:
what I mean?
if he's the beast, Y'all
He's a
need,
weak-ass
y'all
beast.
need not fear nothing.
That's a weak-ass
That's
beast.
a poopy beast that shit his pants a lot and sniffs women. You know what I mean?
Little beast bitch.
Like, I would like to think the beast was like, God, this guy's actually kind of freaky. You know what I mean? Like, this dude's got too much power. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at, like, Hitler, and you're like, man, that guy was a fucking animal. He was a fucking maniac animal beast.
Sweaty,
Stalin,
shaking.
beast. You know what I'm saying? Like, just radical fucking men who are, like, willing to kill all. You know what I'm saying? And Biden's just like,
You know what it was?
shit myself.
you know, I'm like, come on, man. No.
With like Stalin, with Hitler, it was the mustache, dude. I mean, Hitler had the most ridiculous mustache in the world. Like,
but-
no one could ever do that mustache.
No, that mustache
ever again.
is long gone. The name is
what
long
I mean?
gone. Yeah, the name is forever, jaded.
Like, no one's ever doing that shit.
But listen to him. You know, just listen to him. Listen to his speeches. It was aggressive. It was, you know, I mean, he was aggressive. You know what I'm saying? And Biden is none of that. So sure, I mean, evil can come in all forms. You know, I believe that, but I'm not buying that he's the beast, man. Like, that's a
Me neither,
terrible. Satan's not doing well. You know what I'm saying? If that's who your fucking head honcho is, that's not a good candidate. You know what I mean?
That's why I think people are being deceived, like, by these videos that are going out, like trying to tell everybody, hey, Biden is the beast, and we got this. We need to save the world from this end times prophecy and all that shit.
I'm down for letting them think however they want. You know, that's fine. Go into it. But I say that about a lot of shit, bro. I'm being honest. Like, I think a lot of this shit is deceiving as fuck. I think people spend too much time looking at dumb shit, and like there's shit that's going on that probably should have more thought into it, and yet we're going down paths of numbers and dots and, you know, weeks and fucking, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, you can put a tie on any single thing you want to. You know what I mean? I showed Chris that, you know, you saw that with the Trump assassination attempt, right? It happened at 6:06 or 6:11. And you look up, you know, the Bible 6:11, and it says they put the armor of God on you. Okay, if it was at 6:15, like, I'm sure we could have found something in there. You know what I'm saying? That would have acknowledged in some form or another some.
Yeah, there's many 6:11s in the Bible, right?
There's
many verses.
multiple, but my point is that you could find it if you look for it, and you can make it make sense. And so I'm not against somebody believing that, especially somebody who has a lot of faith and they look at it and say that. I look at it from the angle of, like, that's him, you know, that's the guy, that's the beast. Okay. You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly,
fuck,
right?
The guy that you can blow on and he falls over, the dude falling down the stairs. That's the fucking crazy beast that we've been fearing for thousands of years.
Chocolate chip.
Not me. I'm not buying it, guy. I'm sorry, man. I'm just not. I'm not buying it. You know what I mean? I don't buy that that Trump is the Antichrist either. I'm just not.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know? That's me,
This
though.
way it'll
That's just
grow on
me.
you.
That's just me.
It'll grow on you.
Yeah, let's give it some time.
I like that band. Hitler's mustache served a purpose. He was gassed in World War I, and his mustache wouldn't allow his gas mask to seal, so he trimmed it.
What? Is that true?
You know, I heard that before, I think, actually. But why not just trim it all? Like, I mean,
Exactly.
you got this weird little mud flap going on here, and it's just not a good look. What was it? Charlie Chapman also had that same kind of thing, you know.
that's true.
Exactly.
But to
Well, I
Greg's
think he
point-
ruined Charlie Chapman's appearance. I mean, now everybody looks at Charlie Chapman and thinks he's a neo-Nazi.
That's
you know what I
true.
mean? He's like, look at this fucking Nazi with his.
I'm trying to think, when did Chapman? He was early, like 1900s, right? Late 1800s, like early 1900s, if I'm not mistaken, right? So he was
Yeah.
a little before.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so he was around when that stash. He was just like, motherfucker. You know he did. He was just like, shit.
Exactly.
Shit.
Well, it's just like the AIDS candy bar. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, yeah.
AIDS was a good, healthy candy bar until fucking HIV came along and caused AIDS.
Yeah.
Damn.
I will say, though, Chapman's mustache was much fluffier. You know what I'm saying? It had
True.
a little more thickness, a little bit more.
Did it?
Yeah, it did. Look at that.
Yeah, here.
Look at that. It definitely was more full
okay.
lip. You know what I'm saying?
Longer whiskers.
He looks creepy.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
That's the Antichrist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that may have been him. You know
That
what I mean?
guy, just in this picture, scares me more than Biden does.
Yeah, he looks like he just killed like a dozen people. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and he always wore those hats that never really fit his head. They were always too small.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know, they
that was
sat
the style
right on
back
top.
then, though.
I think that was it, man. It's supposed to just rest on the top. You know what I'm saying?
But the wind blows and his falls right in the mud puddle.
True
you know?
that. True that. Yeah,
Yeah.
He did get rid of that stash later in life, though.
Yeah,
was
he
like,
did.
Fuck that shit. I am not doing that. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. So, I mean, listen, if you're saying he's dead, right?
I'm saying he
You're kind of saying he's dead.
I'm kind of saying he's dead.
He's supposed to come out on video. He's supposed to come out and he's supposed to give
tomorrow,
his
right?
speech.
Or
Thursday
The
or
White House apparently
something.
has him on the schedule for tomorrow.
Okay.
Or something.
Yep.
So
That's what Raw Alerts put out.
yeah, I mean, so what you know, and like, listen, obviously, you know, if you read the comments, guys, there's many people, Flex mostly, that thinks that he died years ago, and that
Yeah.
hey, I'm not
There's
not,
a lot of people that think
not
that.
against it, but I'm just
It's all a
saying
bunch of mask wearing fucks.
someone's gonna come out and they're gonna acknowledge that this is real. Like, I just think that's what it is. If it's real, if he is the real person, he's gonna have to forfeit.
Okay, so what happens if like they do this announcement, but it's just Joe Biden?
Is this Jill Biden?
Yeah.
Then I would say he made
Jill?
something's wrong.
Yeah,
Did you
if
say Jill?
yeah, if Jill comes out and does the announcement that he's resigning and it's not Joe.
Then I would say he's probably dead. If
Yeah.
that happens, I will support you 100%. 100%.
I mean,
What do you guys think about Kamala's frickin' press conference that she did and Joe called in?
Oh,
people
yeah.
were saying that it was an AI voice.
I read people saying that it was pre-recorded. Because
Do we have any footage of that?
Yeah, because in the beginning of that, she says it's nice to hear you on the and then she goes on the phone.
Do you have that video?
Yeah, I do, I think.
Okay. Because, yeah, Joe, you're still on the call?
Right here.
Okay. Come on.
It is so good to hear our president's voice. Joe, I know you're still on the call, and we've been talking every day. You guys heard it from Doug's voice. We love Joe and Jill. We really do.
Oh, she's
They
so
truly are like family.
insufferable, dude.
And we do. Everybody here does.
It's neutral.
See, that's him.
I knew you were still there.
You gotta
You're
turn
not
it down.
going
We're cackling.
anywhere, Joe.
I'm watching you, kid. I'm watching you, kid. I love you.
I love you, Joe.
Dude, it
is
sounds
so
real
good
to me. I mean, that doesn't sound like a recording, does it?
Nah, I don't know. That there's not enough there for me, man.
I don't know.
She said on the she said like and so was she saying radio recorder? You know,
Okay, now we're getting like Joe Biden style, where everyone's like on the radio, and you got to turn on the colored
Dude,
TV.
look at them. Look at them. They say that shit. I'm just saying they actually say that kind of shit. I
don't know anybody that mistakes anything for a radio nowadays.
Joe
Yeah,
Biden.
like a radial dial. Like,
Yeah, like, I mean,
Y'all need to adjust the antennas and kick the TV.
yeah, that doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah, listen, man. I don't know. I don't have any thing on that at all. There's not enough there for me. Like, it's very possible that was AI.
I don't know. There's
but it
just a
falls-
lot. There's just a lot of legit people right now questioning whether or not he's even alive.
well,
I
dude,
think that
Chris,
they've-
did you see
oh, go
the recording that just came out? I just bookmarked it. Really, really brief response that he gave, only about 22 seconds or so, but very
Oh, yeah.
spot on. He basically just addresses the nation here, real short and sweet. You know,
Yeah.
give it a listen. So, nothing to worry about. He's fine.
My fellow Americans, I want to take a moment to address some of the hateful shit you've been talking about me. Many of you have said I am suffering from brain worms, or that I have applesauce for brains. Well, I won't mince words, so here it is. Fuck you. You're all a bunch of faggots. End of quote. Repeat the line. So enjoy President Cackles or President Booty Juice? I really don't give two fucks anymore. Biden out.
Biden
Ow!
Dude, if he comes out like that, I would actually maybe stand up and give him one.
Miss
one good
Booty
clap.
Juice?
Booty juice.
Booty juice, dude. Booty juice. Booty juice. He actually called him booty juice, remember?
Yeah, he did.
Biden out. That's
Fuck you
hilarious.
all. That would be. Hey, listen, if you're gonna go out like a legend, bro.
Yeah, I mean, if
Just-
you're resigning from the entire presidency and
yeah.
like you're not have to be around anymore, then yeah.
Yeah. He just goes like, "This Democratic Party's a fucking joke. Fuck you all. I'm out." You
Yeah,
know, and you're like,
exactly.
"Wow."
Or if
It's
you
all
actually
fucking
know you're
lie.
gonna die.
Yeah.
And
Or
you're
Dude,
just
that
like,
would be so
done.
awesome.
Or he does the "fuck you,
Oh, yeah.
you're cool, I'm out." Dude. You know what I mean?
That would be crazy, dude, if he just like goes ham and then like everybody's like, he's crazy, and they're like trying to restrain him. He's like, the
Yeah.
whole fucking thing's a lie.
Yeah.
You're living in a movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
just reveals the truth.
And he's like, "My wife's been banging another man for 10 years. She's not even a doctor, assholes." You know what I mean?
Obama's a fucking gay
Yeah.
bastard.
He just blurts out every fucking conspiracy known to man, and he's just going
Oh
nuts.
man, you want to talk about date rape? I sucked Obama's dick multiple times. He forced me to.
Yeah. What a way to disprove conspiracy theories, though. Just be like, oh, look, Joe Biden's obviously senile. He's spitting all
Dude,
these
that's what I'm
crazy-
saying, though. That is exactly what I'm saying. I'm sorry, but at this point, he's crazy. Everybody knows he's crazy. That's why they make these videos. And there's nothing to me Like, I find it, listen, I said it to you, I think, after the show the other day. I said, I'm not buying any of this shit until I hear it from his fucking mouth. And I haven't heard it from his mouth. Not once.
Well, that's why everyone's going like, "What the fuck's going on?" Because it's been days and not a fucking word,
Maybe they just
or an
did
appearance,
it
or a picture, or anything of it.
Yeah. Well, listen, they control him 100%. His wife controls him. I think his wife is nuts, bro. And I think that she's probably eased into this. She let it happen.
She's a doctor, Dave.
Yeah, she's fucking dosed him up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No, she's not that kind of doctor. Isn't
she's
she?
not that kind of
Isn't she
doctor.
like a fucking? I don't know.
No, she's
What kind of doctor is she?
she's
I
like
don't
a
remember.
doctor of
School?
education.
Like a PhD.
She had like a teaching doctorate or something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Or something-
I want to
something
thank
like that,
Dr. Jill. Like, fuck off, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. It's called a first lady. Like, we don't need to get formal here, but I don't know, man. I just think that they went forward with it knowing that he can't do a goddamn thing about it. That's what I think happened. And I think him waiting for days to have a speech was they're trying to get him just to, I mean, they couldn't just come out. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think if that was real, where they just said, fuck it, we're doing this. They can't just put him on the camera immediately. They have to try to warm him up to the idea and say, you can't do anything, Joe. This is what we have to do. Are you going to be the guy that's going to come tear this party apart by making lies, Joe? Are you going to lie about that wasn't you? You know, like, think of the manipulation. We talk about this shit all the time. The government manipulates people. He's probably got MK Ultra on his ass right now. You know what I'm saying? They probably fucking dosed him up with some fucking LSD,
yeah.
and he's fucking
Had
tripping
him,
balls,
had him
dude.
sitting in front of a flashy screen with
Yeah.
different images, and
Yeah,
now
dude.
he's just like,
Dude, let's be honest. I mean, I don't think he really even wants to be president. I think he talks a big game like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere.
well,
You know what I mean?
don't you know?
I don't
Like
think he
he
wants to.
mistakenly said he was VP multiple times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't know that he's president. He still thinks he's the vice president.
See?
He's
think
he's called Kamala president.
I think he
multiple times.
absolutely wants to be where he's at. Like, whatever that is in
In-
his head, he wants to be where he's at.
in a coffin.
No, that's a no. I think he wants to be in the White House. I think his kids, his wife gets power. His son stays out of some trouble, possibly if he's president, and that all falls away. And there's a lot of shit going on. Listen, if Trump can get it all, then Biden can get it all, and he has to know that, or his family has to know that if he's out of office and if Trump wins, oof, what's he gonna do? You know what I'm saying? But there's some real scandal to the Biden family, and him being in there prevents it, at least postpones it to them. So I think he wants to be there, man.
I mean, yeah, if they really wanted to address the scandals, they could. I know that I think the MAGA Republicans in the House have at least tried to open up some investigations into Hunter Biden, Rosemont Seneca, the Biotica, all that stuff, or Metabiota. But, you know, think about like everything that Joe Biden has been doing over the past couple of years, and like do you think that this could be like a way to get out of being, you know, getting like any legal repercussion? You know, pretending
sure.
to be kind of like mentally handicapped.
Yeah, for sure. If you can plead in basically plead insanity that you don't know what you were doing while you were doing it, or even that you don't remember anything about what's you're being charged of, then that kind of falls into the category of I don't think they can actually charge you if you physically can't remember. Or
No, I think like they could still charge you, but instead of going to prison, you would go to a hospital. You know what I mean? You'd get a nice fluffy kind of stay. You'd be around a bunch of whoever's. You know what I mean? An easy way to live out the rest of your life.
yeah.
He would. He's the best actor in the world, apparently, because that is would be very hard for Tom Hanks to pull off. Straight 4 years of acting the way you're acting. I'm serious, man. Like,
Yeah, that's
the
true.
dude is.
It's not impossible.
No, I think what's
I mean,
more.
he's not on camera all the time.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
saying.
Sure, it's possible, but I think what's more possible is he actually has ailments, and his wife maybe is the one that knows by him being the way that he is, he can miss prosecution on stuff, and she's not giving him the help that she fucking needs to give him. Like
the biggest case of what's
elder
it?
abuse.
Elder abuse
So
in the
if
American
let's
history.
say this. Let's say that he found out years ago that he has onset Parkinson's, right? Let's just throw that out there. I'm not, if you're listening, I'm not saying he has Parkinson's. I'm saying, what if that was the case, right?
Well, that's like a mainstream narrative.
Oh, sure.
What's going
But
on?
I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say that he does or doesn't. But my point is 2 years ago, let's say 3 years ago, he's the doctors tell Jill, listen, I think he's got Parkinson's. I think he's got onset Parkinson's. You can see things. This is what's happening. and she's supposed to give him this medicine, or she withholds it. You know what I'm saying? So it's got worse than it should have because he's not taking the medication he's supposed to be taking.
Yeah, but Parkinson's doesn't affect your memory. It's not a memory disease. It's like
it's more of a muscular.
Yeah, I know it's a muscular.
because like
thing.
the symptoms right here are tremors, stiffness, slowness of movement,
Yeah, I get you.
posture
I
changes.
mean, look at Michael J.
loss of
Fox, dude.
balance.
Michael J. Fox could remember shit. He just couldn't
Yeah.
really hold still.
Yeah, I get you.
So I mean, it could be. I don't know. Maybe it's more of like a tumor type thing
I get you.
on the brain.
But it also says feeling anxious, worried, right? Feeling sad and hopeless. So, okay, to your point, I get what you're saying. I just threw that out there. I literally, I wasn't saying.
You're not the only one. I've heard multiple
Dementia.
people say Parkinson's or something.
Dementia,
but that,
right.
Parkinson's doesn't make any sense to me.
But like also if you get anxious and you're worried and you're anxious, you're tired, lacking energy. I'm reading all these things here. Sources say it's difficult smelling odors, balance, coordination, motor tasks. If you're on stage in front of a crowd and you're struggling because you're anxious, right? Because you can't stand, like, I can see you fumbling around on shit just based off of that. But it's dementia,
Dude,
probably.
I mean, to say that he couldn't act, the guy's been acting his whole entire life. He's like a pathological liar. You know
That's
what I mean?
true.
Everything that he's lied about, he's a fucking career politician, dude.
Dude, I
He's
get
been
you.
acting his entire life. So what's so different about it now?
Because that's lying. That's just lying. Like you
So is,
pathological
faking stuff.
Nah, dude, listen,
You know what I
man. You can be a liar, in my opinion. You can be a liar, and you can be a good liar, even, right? And I would argue that I wouldn't even say he was a good liar. They caught him multiple times. I mean,
he got sued for it.
yeah, he had to pull back a whole bunch of shit about what he graduated with and what degrees he had and all that shit in the fucking 80s, right? So he's not even a fucking great liar. But the point is lying. Sure, you could just lie. I could just say like, yeah, man, I got $1 million in the bank, bro. I got a Ferrari at the house, guys. You don't fucking know.
I'm a millionaire.
I'm a billionaire. But the point is you're actually saying that he has to walk around, fumble, fall down shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that bike thing was pretty magnificent as an actor, right? He just fucking missed the toe and just hit the fucking ground.
That's
falling.
not hard to
Barely
crash on a
a
bike.
I'm just,
I mean, come on.
no, but my point is like this has been going on for so long. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not like the guy's a moron, but like he's got problems. Like,
He's
there's
got
no
a
doubt he's got
disease.
fucking problems.
Don't call him a moron. He's got a disease.
Well, he's a moron and he
Yeah,
has a
you're being
disease.
insensitive, Dave.
He's a moron and a disease. You can be a moron.
Yeah, it's true.
and
He
be-
was a moron before he was diseased and losing his mind.
I mean,
I'm
listen,
just saying,
or he
if
died and it's
there's-
Jim Carrey, like somebody said in the comments, and he is a great actor. And so
if
there
he
it is.
comes out though, if he comes out saying like it was all an act, these fuckers want to get me out, and he does do the whole like go ham thing, I think that'd be pretty awesome. It'd be
Yeah,
now
no,
would be
No,
the
that
time
would
to
be
do
that would be awesome. But that's not gonna happen.
You know what? I would stand up and give him a clap or two and just be like, all right, man. Yeah, you went out. At least I can say the last thing you did was an all right thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I don't know, man. I'm just, listen, I think he is what he is. I like, it's easy to say that, but unfortunately everybody says, well, no, he's fake. Like, yeah, well, that's never going to come out. I'm sorry. It's never going to come out that way. So we can assume that
No,
for the rest of our
not
lives.
with like him just standing in front of the TV admitting everything.
No, but it's never going to formally come out. It's never going to be like the CIA's like, yes, guys, Biden was actually Jim Carrey for 4 years. Like, can you imagine? Like, come on.
Let me tell you something.
They're going to, if that was ever real, you'll never hear about it. Ever hear about that. It just will never exist.
Yeah.
So it's an assumption for the rest of our lives. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm trying to be realistic, and I say the guy's fucking 80, and he's losing his shit. My great-grandfather was losing, he had dementia. He was in a fucking nursing home, and he acts just like Joe Biden.
Well, yeah. There was
Yeah, I get it.
something else I fucking seen. I don't remember who said it or posted it. There was some kind of doctor or something, or I think it was Laura Loomer that put it out there, that there was a doctor that she was talking to, and his diagnosis of what Biden is going on. I don't remember what he said he had, but he said he was in his terminal stage of whatever he had, and that's what's going on.
Yeah.
And then that coincides with her claim and multiple people's claim that there was that huge emergency on Air Force One, and that they had to do
Medevac.
like big time procedures on the plane, because apparently there is like a surgical room and all kinds of shit on that plane.
Chris Flex is saying it could be Nick Cage under that mask.
Man,
Come on now.
national treasure right there.
I'm going to steal the
Would that piss you off? I got to be honest
It
with
would
you.
have pissed me off
Would it
if
piss
like
you off if you found out Nick Cage was playing him the whole
if
time?
they just
and you like
Scooby Dooed
Chris
his
Cage?
ass and like ripped the mask off and it was Nick Cage.
Part of me would be like, fuck you, Nick. What
like,
the fuck
that's
you
why
doing?
you haven't been in any movies. Come on.
He's been in more movies
man.
recently than he has in a long time.
Yeah, that would
For
like
sake.
that hurt.
It would hurt, right?
That would hurt.
It's kind of like Jack Black. You're like, what, dude?
Oh, did you hear about that? Apparently, the Tenacious D broke up.
Well,
Oh, really?
I don't know that they broke up.
The
No,
other guy didn't like
my
what
dad
he
said he read a thing today or something saying they actually broke up. That Jack Black.
Well, he said
ended the whole thing.
He said he was going to postpone future.
Yeah, but apparently,
Is there something new?
I think so. I think they actually broke up. I have no idea. I haven't read that, but my dad said he's seen it, so I don't know.
I'm going to look that
Strange,
shit up.
dude.
Because
I mean,
that's
I
crazy. Because I guess Jack Black was super pissed that even got said, and that's why he canceled everything. And like,
Yeah, Jack Black wasn't that pissed. Let's be real.
I don't
He
know.
was
I mean,
pissed.
he is.
He was pissed
he
off
is,
when Jack Black. At this point, I'm fucking fuck that guy. I hate to say that, but I like him. I like his act. He's a funny guy. We've
Yeah.
talked about him many times. He's funny. I like Tenacious D. I think they're funny. But
I
like,
liked him
bro,
in Jumanji.
like, come on, what the fuck, Jumanji?
Jack Black's in
Yeah, he was in
Jumanji.
Jumanji.
Oh yeah, he was.
The later Jumanjis.
The
with
newer
Rock.
ones, yeah.
That's right, dude. God damn, I forgot about those. But my point is I like him. But like, you come out and you do this full on support for Joe Biden,
Yeah.
like this ridiculous shit. You have your other guy like saying this stuff, and you didn't say anything on stage. You just laughed. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you were really be like, no, fuck it. You could have easily said like, guys, come on. We don't joke about that. Like, the guy almost died. Like, innocent people died. You could have done that. It was your fucking show. It's your band, bro. Like, it's
true.
really
True.
you. So
true.
I just have zero sympathy for him. Like, yeah, I'm
So
not.
Payton says Kyle deleted his apology post. So maybe that's why. I don't know.
All this says is Jack Black is taking a break from Tenacious D.
Dude, I really
Postponing
don't
the
give a
tour.
shit. Tenacious
Yeah.
D kind of sucks. So
Ah, fuck! I love
I like
Tenacious D,
Tenacious
man.
quite a bit.
I
Yeah,
didn't really like it.
As soon as I heard that though, I just that song popped right in my head. Where it's, last week, Kyle quit the band.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's just I don't know where we were going with it. I'm just saying like these people that endorse these people and then have to eat crow. I don't feel bad for you, man. And he could have stopped it. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't care if you endorse Joe Biden. That's fine. You want to endorse him, so be it. But when somebody says on a stage you are the guy, the band. What's the guy's name?
Kyle Gass.
Kyle Gass. No one gives a fuck about him. I'm just being honest. Like, it's Jack Black. If Jack Black
True.
wasn't in the band, he would be nothing. I'm just being honest. So you could have easily said, like, guys, come on. We're not going to joke about that shit. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had the right to do that. You didn't. You just laughed off, continued the show, and then afterwards are like, I'm furious. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Fuck off, dude. You're not furious. Like, you got...
So wait, why was he even? What would he be mad about? Like, I mean, I really don't give a shit about like this.
Yeah.
Like Jack Black being like, I just don't care about him. But like, why would he even be mad? Like, why would he break up the band and all that shit?
Well, it's an image thing. Obviously, it made them into a bad light forever now.
No, I think it's a positive
but
thing.
who said the whole
It was-
like? I
it's-
wish
it's-
like Trump would have got.
It's what's his face?
Kyle Gass.
Kyle
said it.
Gass. Kyle Gass. It was his
Oh,
birthday
okay, so the
party.
other
They were
guy.
playing a tour in Australia. It was his birthday. They brought out a cake, and Jack Black
like,
said,
"Make a wish,
make
Kyle."
a wish, Kyle." And he goes, "That they didn't miss." That was the.
gotcha, yeah.
And then he goes like, "Oh," like that kind of a fucking Jack Black. And then he had supposedly confronted him after the show, and who knows what happened, but
Yeah.
he decided to postpone. And listen, I'm with you. I don't really give a shit, but it is a cultural win. Because it wasn't very long ago, and I'm talking weeks ago, that people were just saying willy-nilly shit, and there was no repercussions. Now they actually feel heat about this, and they have to. And that's why I don't think he's real. He's been saying this kind of shit for a long time. I'm sure that Kyle Gass has been saying this shit for a long time. Hollywood does this shit all the time. You guys remember the head? The fucking, that she got crucified for that shit, and you have fucking Snoop
Kathy
Dogg
Griffin,
with the
right?
gun against his head. Like, this has been Hollywood. And now all of a sudden he actually does have an attempt that's real, supposedly, right? And people now have to are going as if nothing happened, and people are calling him out for it now, which I think is a good turn of people saying, okay, like, we shouldn't joke about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe we don't do that anymore because somebody obviously took it seriously and attempted something.
Yeah.
Or some
I mean,
peoples.
if it was a threat, then yeah. But I mean, free speech is free speech.
Free
but if
speech
it
is
was
free
like
speech.
taken as a threat, then yeah. But I think he was just kidding around. But who knows? Who
Did
knows?
you guys see any?
I don't know if Kyle was. I don't. I think that
I bet he wasn't.
I don't think he was. I think he's very left. Maybe
Yeah.
Jack's not that left, but it doesn't matter. You're right. Free speech is free speech, which is the positive is he said it. And Jack said that he doesn't condone that. So be it. That's all free speech. And people confronted them and said that's fucking horse shit. That's also free speech. So Jack just choosing to end the tour and take a break is also, no one was canceled. He chose to end the show.
Daniel was saying insurance companies wouldn't cover them after that happened.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, so yeah, maybe there's some cancellation there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sucks to be
Did
them.
you guys catch
Shit.
any of the fucking hearing today with with the Cheeto guard?
No, I did not.
I did not look at any of that. No.
It was a shit show. I watched
Dude,
I
the whole
watched
thing is
I
a
watched
shit
a bunch
show.
of clips and stuff of it. She wouldn't answer a single fucking thing.
Because it's an inside job, dude.
Yeah, they were
Did you
like-
see the video? Did you see the video of the what the fuck was it? They had a clear shot. The snipers on the roof had a clear shot of.
Oh yeah, the guy walked out
Ridiculous,
on the fucking roof where the shooter was, and
Dude,
was
it's
like
in the
filming, and
bookmarks.
he's like, "This is where it was," and the fucking building the snipers were on higher ground, and they had a clear fucking like they were
Dude,
watching the
play
whole
the
time,
video of it.
guaranteed.
We already
It's-
knew that.
it's in our-
I know we did,
Dude.
but there was never actually video footage from that angle, which was
You see exactly how clear it is, dude. Like it's like literally, I don't know,
Right.
dude, maybe like less than a football field,
right there.
about 100 yards.
Well, they
maybe
said it was
less?
150 yards, right? 130.
Okay, so that's
Like right
that's
there,
it.
that's where the snipers were.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
The Secret Service snipers. This is where the guy was fucking laying.
Yeah. Yeah, they had an absolute clear shot. I don't.
That's so like, and it's amazing to me that the fucking Cheeto guard, Secret Service lady, couldn't like you can't even say we fucked up.
Yeah, but because
She's
it
gotta
risks
save
like
her ass, dude.
yeah, it's a jail time.
She's not saving her ass. Like every single person in that hearing today, including Democrats, were saying you have to resign today.
Yeah, she's pleading the fifth, man.
Does that
They all
fix
do
the
it.
problem though? I
No.
mean, 'cause
No,
who
it doesn't
gave her
fix the
orders,
problem.
You know what I mean?
No,
But-
it does not fix the problem at all, dude.
But there has to be accountability.
Well, I mean,
To a point.
was it even all her? You know, or was it somebody above her?
I'm sure
Well, dude,
it was.
That's why I'm like, why is Trump back doing rallies when this shit hasn't even been resolved? You know what I mean? He just did another rally, massive rally. It was all
Yeah.
indoors.
well, why wouldn't
Michigan.
Michigan.
you? Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, he's not going to stop.
Because it hasn't been resolved.
It
dude.
doesn't.
it's never
you're,
gonna be
you're not
resolved.
going to stand up and pump your fucking fist with a bloodied face and then just say, "Actually, I'm not going to do any more rallies because it's too risky."
Guys, this
Well, you're
is,
right. You would never do that in the middle of an actual shooting. Like, Secret Service wouldn't let you just stand up for 9 seconds. So that's fucking weird.
Yeah,
It's because they weren't good Secret Service, right? Can we admit that?
that's true.
I mean, like you say, like everybody says, well, Secret Service wouldn't, but we're criticizing the whole Secret Service. So, like, what do you mean? Like, yes, they would because they were clueless. They had a bunch
At
of
least
women who
that
had no
whole
idea
group.
what
At
was
least
going
that
on.
whole group would.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't see. Yeah, the whole thing was just fucking weird, dude. Like, why even have that as your Secret Service then? A clown show?
Well, like I said, I don't think he doesn't get to pick who the people are on duty. Like she said
Well,
in
he
the
did
hearing,
afterwards.
they're basically shift workers, and the people allotted to certain rallies and certain stuff. It all depends on people's schedules and how big of an area it is, and like all that shit. So
He
it could be
doesn't have any,
it could
like-
be different
so who
fucking people
picked
every
his-
time.
Who picked his Secret Service for the RNC then?
Probably him at that point. He probably was like, I want to see who
You know what?
motherfuckers
So
are
he
coming.
does.
I don't know.
Results.
At that
dude,
point,
wouldn't you? I
at
mean,
that
would
point,
you?
why wouldn't you hire your own fucking security shit and say fuck
Guys,
the
it's,
fucking Secret
like,
Service?
I don't know how it
I would
works.
do that every single time.
I don't know how that works, but like when you go to a concert, do you think the band picks the fucking stage people? No, that's a venue that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's very different. I'm just saying that a lot of times the place that's holding the rally is going to pick people. And in this situation, I don't know. I'm not sure that he picks the Secret Service. Like, I want him. I want him.
No, you
give me
don't.
him.
No,
Give me
he
him. You know, I don't think that's what's happening, man. They say, here's the 15 people that you have. You know what I'm saying? But going forward, I don't think it's that shocking to say, hey, who are these women that couldn't holster their gun? I don't want them anymore. So you can just take that shit off.
Not
you know
only
what I
that,
mean?
but like no one was taller than Trump. I mean, there was only a couple of dudes that were taller. Like his listening to Bongino, he's like, you have to have men that are like fucking linebackers, bro.
Yeah.
Like that could cover your body with their bodies. That's their job is to get shot instead of you.
Well, did
Yeah.
you see the RNC, right? Like, I mean, those are some big dudes that came out with him
yeah,
in that one.
Yeah,
So,
all of a sudden they're much larger.
yeah, maybe he just went with his own group. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he said, fuck maybe that wasn't even Secret Service, bro. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was just some people that he fucking rounded up. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's smart.
But that's what I'm saying, dude. Like he could have got anybody. to
Dude, he's
do
been
that.
doing
Like,
this. I know, but here's the
I'll
thing.
stand in
He's
front of
been
you, Trump.
doing this for so long. like maybe it's always worked. It's always been good.
Yeah,
We've seen many
comfortable.
situations where they've helped him. We've seen that on video. For whatever reason, other than the fact that this was probably set up, the CNN actually ran a live Trump rally, which has never happened. But they did on this
that
one.
was weird.
Who's the man in the gray suit? I want to know that too. I want to know the man in the gray suit. Yeah. Have you heard anything about that guy?
No.
No, I haven't.
No. Okay, look that shit up. There's a man supposedly that this has been talked about on multiple fucking things. There's a guy in a gray suit. There's actually a video of him somewhere where you see him, like somebody filmed him with police. He went on the roof where the body was at, and he told the police that were working, taking photos of the crime scene. The guy was dead, and he said, "Hey, I need you all to send these photos to this particular number." And they supposedly sent the photos of the body to this number that this guy in the gray suit. They thought he was part of the CIA. Come to find out he's not part of the CIA, and they don't know who the fuck this guy is. He just was a part of this thing. Yeah, I'm serious, dude. Just look. I'm sure you could look it up on.
So you can just walk. You can just wear a gray suit anywhere and tell people to do shit. They're gonna do it.
I don't know.
Do you have that somewhere?
I don't have it.
X,
Yeah, look at it. I saw multiple videos. Look on X. Just look at gray suit, man in gray suit, shooting. I don't know what you'd want to look up for. Right there, man.
Dude, a lot of people are saying look into the whole Maverick, or what is his name? It starts last name
There it is,
with
right
a
there.
Y.
The man in the gray suit who allegedly climbed the roof. Wait, what's that say? Real quick.
Oh, sorry.
What does it say? It says the man in the gray suit who allegedly climbed the roof took pictures of the shooter's dead body and mistakenly thought to be Secret Service. Who is he? So this dude is going around and no one knows who the fuck this guy is. But
So
they
let him
said
on
that
the
he
roof.
took photos, but he said every photo you have, I want you guys to send it to this phone number. And I don't know that they did, but they supposedly did. So, and people are like, I don't actually know who this guy is at all.
He's just like walking around with the fucking
Yeah. It's the men in gray.
men
You know
in
what I'm saying?
gray. It's the men in gray.
Oh, dude, that's the new fucking thing, dude.
Oh god.
What's this say here? What's this say up in here? The man in the gray suit is interesting. But
Oh,
yo.
this is
yeah, that's I don't know. There's a bunch of video of it, man.
Oh,
Seen
weird.
some actual people talking about it on
Oh, is that the same guy?
everyone now. What's that?
He's
That's a different guy.
He's standing behind.
That's a.
Are
different
these
dude.
like the shapeshifter fucking people, dude?
Are
Look
these?
at this.
Is this
Uh-oh,
the? Is this the shadow campaign? The gray shadow campaign?
Like, look at this guy.
What the fuck?
Do you
Look
see
at this guy.
Is
This guy's
it him?
all bald. He's like on his knees.
Yeah, he's like hiding behind the fucking. Who's this?
Has he got a
He's
case
got
right there?
he's
What is
on
that?
One knee.
Yeah, there's something.
Oh man,
That's strange.
is he like a watcher?
What's
is
this
he
say?
like?
What's this one say? Just whoever posted this nonsense. Like everyone now screaming, "Who the fuck is the man in gray?" He's also spotted in this video right as Trump put in his fist in the air. So this was right when Trump raised his fist. But this is not the same guy. This guy looks.
That's a different.
bald.
I know, but have you guys ever watched the show Fringe?
No,
They-
I heard it's great.
It's fucking great show, dude. It's right up your alley. Like it's like conspiracy stuff. It's sci-fi stuff. It's fucking futuristic. Fucking, it's crazy. It's
Okay.
other dimensional. Like it's awesome. I wish they would have kept going. But there's these people called, I think they were called the Watchers in the show. And they were like these multi-dimensional people that were watching all dimensions all at one time. And they would just show up places. And they were bald guys in suits. And they'd show up places and watch events happen to make sure they went according to the timeline. And then they'd leave.
Dude, you know what else is crazy? Like another
down.
story, like the Men in Gray. Like that is fucking weird. But who the fuck knows? That could be like
Oh, that guy is bald,
Uber
bro.
Secret Service.
That's a
Yeah,
different
dude,
guy.
that's
What
a different guy too.
Wait a second.
Dude, Greg, look at this.
Hold on here. What's it say though? Because we always just go to the video. I
Oh,
want to see
sorry.
what they're saying real quick. Footage of the gray suit guy. This man is who asked law enforcement to send all the photos of the dead body on the roof. So
this is the original guy.
this is a different guy. Who's this motherfucker though?
This guy's bald.
This guy's bald.
So far, they've all been bald.
I don't think that first guy was bald.
The first guy
Oh.
wasn't.
So this is the guy that was kneeling.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That guy looks newly bald.
Very short white hair, almost like Pence hair, Lego hair. you know?
No, he looks like he just shaved his head and
Oh,
hasn't
dude, that's
seen
Dr.
sun.
Drew. That's Dr. Drew, dude.
I was gonna
He's
say
like-
it's Anderson Cooper, man.
Yeah, I'm here to see his Trump.
Call him
that could
Anderson,
be Anderson Cooper.
Snooper. You know what I'm saying? Because he's snooping around this joint.
Look at him. He's just standing there
Yeah.
looking around.
What if we were wrong? What
I
if
think that's the
fucking-
same guy. I
The
think-
same guy
yes,
that was
you're right.
kneeling. This guy, right?
it might be.
No, I think it was the same guy on top of the roof. Look.
Oh no, that
does-
guy
No,
has
no,
hair.
no. Different guy.
That
That
wasn't
guy,
on top of the roof. This was
that
just-
guy has hair.
That guy has hair. But what's up with the gray suit dudes? Who are these fucking guys?
I don't know. Is that like
They're
is
probably the Uber. They're probably like the real Secret Service who is actually there to
make sure it
monitor the whole
happened
event.
and make sure it went
Yeah.
according to plan?
Exactly.
Just saying, man. Like, come on.
Like that is weird. There's multiple gray suit guys just there, like wandering around.
I feel like
talking
every
to
time we
people
see
watching.
the CIA or the Secret Service, or we see like the CIA or any of the stuff, they're in black suits or like dark suits.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Even Men in Black. You know what I'm saying? Black suits. The secret
Thank you,
agents.
Payden, for that donation. She says
Yes.
lizard people.
Yeah, thank you. Ben.
That's what they are, dude. Fucking lizard people. Ruining everything.
Maybe. I mean,
Did you
this
guys hear about the white van story, though, too?
white van story?
Yeah, so the FBI came out saying that Crooks drove a Hyundai Sonata,
Oh yeah.
but they found this white van, and I just saved a video of it, but this guy,
Caesar's
they,
back.
there's only like one interview. It was a Fox interview, and they interviewed this guy where the van parked in front of his house. And he
Okay.
just was like, yeah, I saw this white van. It was here like the night of the rally.
If this is a
and called the cops.
sparkling clean white van, I'm gonna be pissed, bro. Like this is a fresh paint job van that we saw with
I don't
Caesar.
think so. I mean, I just bookmarked a couple of photos of the van, so you should be able to
That's
see
Caesar's
it.
van, dude.
It's Caesar's van, bro.
Oh
Is
no,
it?
maybe not.
This
Caesar's
is
one
the-
had.
This
Caesar's
is a
had.
vehicle that had explosives in it.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
it had
Oh,
explosive
okay.
devices.
Pipe
in it,
bombs?
right?
Is that what it had? Just like Caesar?
So it might have been Caesar. It could have been. dude.
Caesar's didn't have windows, or did it? And it had those stickers all
It
over
had
it.
stickers in the windows.
Oh, that's
It
true.
had-
huh?
yeah,
I'm
it
gonna
had-
look that
it
shit
had
up
windows.
right now, just as a recall. Caesar, you look at this.
Here,
I'm gonna-
we'll play this real quick.
Also breaking right now, correspondent Alexis McAdams has an exclusive interview with the neighbor who shot this video of a suspicious van being towed away from the scene last night.
Huh?
You're on.
Alexis.
You're on.
You're on.
Come on.
Hey,
Come on,
Martha.
bitch.
Sorry, I didn't know if you were tossing to me. Just,
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
I'm gonna
You suck.
talk to him right now. I'm going to bring him in. This is Billy Toma, Martha, who we've been talking to. We actually met him out there at the scene yesterday. He lives right near where this all happened at that rally. And you also
Looks like
recorded some
Jeff.
video as we see how the suspect's van was parked right in your street. And they all kind of had it closed off, Martha, because they didn't want people from the rally to park on your street. So then you knew this guy's car wasn't supposed to be there. Walk me through what you saw.
So I came home a little bit before 5, saw a park there. Didn't really think too much of it. It was the only spot in the whole yard or the whole road that wasn't blocked off. So later on in the night, everything happened, and we got home, and we were sitting there and saw cops all lined on the street. So whenever we looked out, we walked outside and saw them opening up his vehicle and everything. When the cop opened it, everybody else jumped back and was trying to stay out of the way. Here I am worried about it blowing up or whatever's going on. So
I mean, to find out that this happened.
Weird.
Dude, that looks just like
You'll
Caesar's
never
van,
s-
bro.
Does it look
Dude,
just
you
like
won't
Caesar's?
find this van.
Look at the
You won't
windows.
find a story about this van anywhere, bro.
Dude,
This
that
is it.
is. Is it Caesar's van?
It looks. The only difference is the
Here,
door handles.
show the fucking your camera, dude.
It's got the. I don't know, can you guys see this? It's got the 2 windows and the large window in the back full of stickers. Remember that
It looks
shit?
like the same model, yeah.
Is
The
it
only-
is it the same? Is it a Chevy?
The only
'Cause
thing
that's a
is
Chevy.
the door handles are not the same. This one has the black like plastic door handles. Like if you scroll back in the video and actually look at the shot from it,
Dude, it's the same fucking.
it's
Oh,
the
yeah,
same-
right
it's
there.
like the same model though.
But it's the same MO. Like they're using a white van,
Yeah, dude.
bombs, pipe bombs, I bet you.
How did the cops know that van? Like, how did they all of a sudden so quickly know that van was his and it was there?
Caesar say it.
No, it wasn't
Look at-
his.
Oh,
That's
it
what
wasn't
I'm
his.
saying.
Dude,
No, but it
No.
says then Crooks on this thing. Then Crooks drove his Hyundai Sonata about an hour north. So did he take this van to this place and then drove his car to the fucking
But
rally?
how did his car get there? That's what I'm saying. There has to be another driver.
They have a surplus on white vans. You see this?
Oh
Look
yeah.
at that, dude.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not the same model. It's
No,
pretty
it's not the
obvious.
same.
But it's the same kind of fucking white van. It's just a little newer, a little older. You know
I
what I'm saying?
mean that. If
Makes
you're
you
just looking
wonder.
for a generic van to pin something on people, that's what he is, right?
Dude,
But you
and
have,
Tim
like, the
McVeigh.
fucking-
I think Timothy McVeigh had a white van too.
Did he? I'm gonna look that shit up. If
I
it-
think so.
I'm telling you what, if if fucking motherfucker, if it's the same van, Timothy McVeigh. I don't know if he had a white van.
I thought it was a white van.
Let's look real quick. Timothy McVeigh's van. Let's look this shit.
Timothy.
Oh, he had that. No, he had the. No.
No.
Wasn't a white van.
Oh.
Was it like a white truck? Like a work truck? The shit that he shoved all that explosive stuff into?
He had the U-Haul.
Yeah, he had a U-Haul.
Well, here's this though. Yeah, Timothy, he had a white van, bro.
No fucking way.
Timothy has stock photos. Well, actually, I don't know. It's hard to say, but here, look.
I mean, Greg is the conspiracy guy, so
I don't know if this is. I don't know if this is it. Can you see this here?
Yeah. That's
wait,
what
no.
I'm thinking.
Oh yeah, the same fucking thing, dude.
See, looks like the same van, bro.
I mean, it's a different model, but it's white van. You know, it's got the 2 doors on the side that fucking open up from the side. It's just a different model. You know, it's different. What the fuck is that, dude?
We got to get rid of white vans.
I used to have a white van.
And think about fucking
Name
OJ,
another thing.
dude. The white.
Well, he had
Bronco?
a Bronco. He had the Bronco.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
but I'm just saying it was
What's
a white
another?
car.
What's another situation? Let's look some up.
What's another situation?
Yeah.
Oh, the Nashville bomb that went off. I think that was in an RV though, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, in Boston,
Day.
right?
No, the Nashville bombing that happened.
Oh,
like, on
you're right.
Christmas
The one
morning.
where we played the video on our show and we got deleted for it.
Was it? Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, because it was too violent.
I looked this up. I just looked up white van terrorist.
White van
And it
terrorist.
says 2017 London Bridge attack.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say 2000.
2018 2018 Toronto van attack.
Oh. So it's a trend.
Terrorist drives truck through
Trend, bro.
Well, I want to know. You know what I'm saying? What's this van attack? Was that a white van? Was it a white van?
Look up the pipe bomb. Well, no, those were just found on the ground, right? There was no white van with January 6th.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Yeah, they were just on the
Look
ground.
up the 2018 Toronto van attack.
2018
Toronto van attack
van.
photos. I want to see it. If that's a white van with the 2 side windows, I'm just gonna be like, this is
The same fucking stuff.
They got it. No, that's not. It's not. It's right there.
Oh, it's a
This?
rider truck?
Oh yeah, he rented it.
He rented that. Yep.
There's
Not the
something
same.
to it though.
There's something to
It's
it.
the
man.
white van militia, dude. You know what I mean?
There is some.
They got their
Barcelona terror attacks. White van.
Danielson said white vans matter. Hashtag.
Oh
it trended?
God.
Horrifying moment. A white van explodes in a fireball in Sri Lanka. So it's all over the world. It's just the when you go to that dealership and it's all white trucks and vans.
Yeah.
That's just
They're just
that's
easily
the terror
accessible.
dealership, bro. That's the fucking.
That's
terror
the base
dealership.
model. That's the cheapest. So you can get a lot of them.
Well, it's the rental.
Yeah.
You know, everybody. It's the leftovers.
But those vans weren't even like new. Those are like 2000 fucking vans. Those are like late 90s, early 2000s vans. Those weren't new.
Yeah.
So
So,
unless there's like a surplus of old,
I'm just saying.
old,
At this
old
point,
stock.
don't buy a white van if you don't want to be.
You're gonna be
labeled
a target.
terrorist. You know what I'm saying? You might be a terrorist.
Don't do it. Don't do it, Dirty Mac.
All right. Well, good show, guys. Everybody, stay on the lookout. Make sure you don't have any white vans around you.
Or gray suit people.
Or gray suit people. Yeah, that's a new one.
Dude, that's
You never know,
creepy.
man. Never know.
We're gonna have to watch that. Like I'm gonna be like looking for those people at other fucking shit.
Yeah.
Because that is weird.
I mean, who wears a gray suit anymore?
Multiple people.
Everybody.
I mean, multiple people that are in places where I feel like they probably shouldn't be.
I get you. All right, guys. Great show.
Very
Appreciate you, dude. It was fun. Fun
Yeah, it's good.
conversations.
Good show, guys.
Very good. All right.
We'll see you.
sayonara,
We'll see you
everybody.
guys on Wednesday.